What's going on, everybody? Today is July 31st. Summer is flying by, and today is time for your market update. So, as you know, probably, if you follow this channel at all, the Fed increased interest rates again last week, so that's been fun. Looks like we were back up against over 7 once again. Some of the rates have been moving around a little bit, so we'll see how that goes, but it hasn't really impacted the market all that much yet because we are still seeing properties going off the market faster than they're coming on. So we still have an inventory shortage problem across the board. We're going to go ahead and try and address some of that and see what we can do in terms of looking at the numbers, seeing what that bears out. Plus, we're going into August, which is typically a slower time because everyone's on vacation. So let's take a look at what we got. So as of today, we've got 64 homes that are coming soon in Baltimore County. 145 new homes hit the market in the last week. That was a small increase. That seems to be pretty much a standard number that's been coming on as of late. 36 of them went back to active. That's a slight increase over the prior week. But we only had 76 price decreases. So that was about a 16% drop in amount of homes that dropped their prices. Now, pending under contract, though, 173 and 191 closed in the last week. So still outpacing what's coming on the market. So we're not replacing those homes nearly as fast as they're being sold. Only a few homes were withdrawn and canceled, so not very much movement there. Over in Harford County, still remains slow. 33 homes are now coming soon on the market, with 67 of them in the last week going active. Actually, only 6 homes came back on the market after being under contract, so that's much slower. It's almost a 40% drop from the prior week, and a small decrease in the amount of homes with a price decrease, also at 18. Now, 68 homes went under contract last week. We had 67 new ones come on, 68 went under contract, and 67 homes closed. So those numbers have been really staying fairly stable. So there's just not a lot of activity happening in Harford County, which is kind of surprising because there seems to be some decent inventory over there. Just the homes aren't moving. Everyone's in Baltimore County for some reason. Now, rolling up 83 into York, we've got 37 homes coming soon. So that was a 23% increase in the coming soons. 124, so an increase of 13%, came active onto the market. Only 17 came back in the market, which was a slight uptick from the prior week, and 71 homes actually had a price decrease. That's a pretty big number and a 36% increase. So it means there's a lot of homes that were sitting a little overpriced. We are going to have to dive into those numbers a little bit, though, and make sure that's not new construction, which seems to toggle their prices up and down depending on what things are doing. So those can skew the numbers a little bit. Now, we did have 129 homes go pending last week and 128 homes closed. So again, both are outpacing new homes coming on the market. So we still have that inventory shortage going on. It is what it is, but we're about to go into August, which typically slows down right before school starts. As you know, in Pennsylvania, they go back to school here probably about the 3rd week of August, towards the end of it. And in Maryland, they go right after Labor Day. So we're going to expect the next couple weeks to be a little bit slow as well. So I expect these numbers to dip a little bit before we start seeing an upswing come September. So we'll see what happens with that Fed interest rate increase and how it impacts the market. But right now, it still costs a lot more to rent than it does to buy. So if you can find a home that fits your needs, it's still a good time to buy. If interest rates get decreased, that's okay. If you use one of our preferred lending partners, they have a program where in the next 5 years, if you close the transaction before the year ends, they will do a free refi for you. So you have protection on the downside. And if you say that you're waiting for that lower interest rates, when the inventory is low and interest rates go down, guess what? Competition goes up, which means the prices will continue to go up. How fast, how high, who knows? But we're not expecting to see a drop in the market anytime soon unless there's some sort of catastrophic event. So that's where we're at. Today is July 31st. I'm Pete Thorpe with the State Line Group of Real Broker. We'll see you next week on Next Market Update.